Good morning. Welcome back. Here we are at another day, and today we'll be talking about El Paso. I'm sure you've seen in the news lately that they went ahead and shut down all air traffic around El Paso, and initially they had talked about, I think it was about 10 days, they had planned to shut down all air traffic around the airport in El Paso. And there's been a lot of talk and speculation about it. A lot of people concerned over what it could be about. And so uh, something that came out that I saw, I think it was the Daily Mail. I'll link the article in the comments below. But there are people that are saying that they saw something hovering above the airport or the city. And they said that it was basically it was a mothership and it's releasing things underneath it as it was coming down to the ground. And I've tried to watch the video. It's it's kind of hard to see anything from most most iPhone videos now, where it's in the distance and you just don't have the scanning capability to be able to reach something and be able to clearly see what it is. But they can see it, and they described it as just this huge mothership is the explanation, and then um, things coming out from underneath. When I saw it, when I saw the video first, I thought it was more of just like releasing fuel or liquid or something. But the article I saw this morning was it's kind of explaining it, looking like it was some type of little orbs coming out, and it's on. I guess it was posted on this website Enigma. That's all of these extraterrestrial sightings and UFO sightings and all that. I'd seen that site before, and it's hard to know if I should put any level of credibility into it or not. I'm sure people see things and aren't sure what it is. Sometimes I'm out at night taking the dog out, and it's like midnight, and I see this low light coming from a distance. I'm like, what is that? And don't hear any sound, and it just keeps coming closer. It looks a lot closer to the ground than it is. And then as it keeps coming slowly, then you start seeing a flashing light. I'm like, okay, it's a plane. But I can see how easily someone might think it's something else. Um, so, uh, at first they were saying it was a Mexican cartel drone, and they had to take care of that. And that makes sense if it was something like that, because El Paso's right there at the border, and the war with the cartel to keep um, drugs from coming into the country and other things, that's been a problem for years. Uh, if you're a fan of Breaking Bad, you know exactly what goes on at the border. Um, but yeah, they at first dismissed it as that, and then they were saying it was a party balloon. And what do you think? Is it something that was a serious issue that the government had to close the airspace to deal with whatever it is because they were concerned of it being a risk with flights coming in? Or, and what do you think that risk was? Was it something that we don't understand yet? Was it truly something with the Mexican cartel? Um, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. They're not going to just give up information to protect the American citizen, but it'd be nice to have an idea of what we're dealing with sometimes. But when it comes to UFOs and alien life, that's just something that, as long as I can remember, that's not something that the government's going to provide any details or really to give up the information that they know. So, there have been countless movies about what it's really about. I'm sure everyone has seen Men in Black, and aliens are just among us living life, and there's only a handful of government employees that can interact with them. But that's all Hollywood. Uh, be interested to know what truly is happening and what the government has. Supposedly, White House insiders have said that Trump has a speech to essentially brief the nation on where we're at um, with alien life. I guess that's something that probably every president has been briefed on for decades. What the government knows, what the Pentagon knows, and the president has to be ready if something happens that they cannot. Golly, dog is continually trying to eat something over here, so I think we need to move. I think any president needs to be able to have a speech ready to address something as it happens. Right now, everything has been sort of grainy video, eyewitness accounts, but nothing definitive where you have a lot of people seeing the same thing. Um, it'd be another thing if during, like a football game or a baseball game, and this thing comes over the stadium and just stands over the stadium, and you have thousands of people right there watching it live, and cameras are live. That's the moment when the government's going to have to say, okay, yeah, this is what we've known, this is what we're dealing with, and we've known this for this amount of time. I think at some point there will be some sort of explanation, some sort of speech. I don't know if it'll be this administration or one in the future. And I don't know, your mind starts to think about what might be as far as possibilities, how things might be happening, and it might be something simple. It sure isn't a party balloon, that is for sure. I think the government for years has just continued to dismiss anything as weather balloons or uh, you know a flock of birds, something that just was an explanation that what you saw you really didn't see. So I'm sure at this point they're hoping that this falls out of the news cycle quickly. People just continue to move about their day, and that's always the way things go. Something will be big in the news, people get upset over something, and then something else happens and they shift their focus to something else. So I'm sure that's going to be just like this with El Paso. So let me know what you think. As always, please like my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoy your Friday and have a great weekend. Take care.